Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the Elevate Fast API Survival series. This is sheet number 11. I'm going to be looking at using environment variables. Today we are going to stop hard coding settings and start using the .env files like a grown developer. So the scenario today is your app worked on your machine until it hit staging and exploded, right? We'll fix that by using Pydantic settings for clean, safe, production-ready config management. Some key takeaways. In this sheet, you learn to load secrets and settings from a .env file. You learn to use your base settings from Pydantic settings, and you'll make your app clean, portable, and secure. This is how you handle different environments like dev, staging, and prod without rewriting code or breaking stuff. So let's build it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is install Pydantic settings. So you do pip install Pydantic, you do settings. Right, I already have it installed, but you just want to make sure it's there. Make sure that Pydantic settings is installed. After that's finished installing in our main.py, we say from FastAPI, we'll import FastAPI. And from Pydantic settings, we'll import our base settings. We'll also have a settings class, so we'll say class settings, which we'll heard from base settings. We'll have our app name. This will be our initial app name. That will be a string. And then we'll have our debug, which will be a bool. We'll also set up our class config. So we say class config. We'll have env file is equal to .env. Right, so this will load the env file automatically from our root directory. We'll then say settings is equal to settings. And our app is equal to FastAPI. Didn't forget this time, right? So then we need to set up where we can actually see this thing. So we'll say app.get. Right, so this is our home route. We'll say define config demo. So we have configuration demo. And what we do is we return the application, the settings name, right? So we'll say settings.app name. And we'll say debug. We'll say debug is settings.debug. Now that we have this set up, what we'll need to do is we'll need to create a .env file that should be loading the settings from that will override our initial app name and debug status. So we'll create a new file. We'll call this file .env. Save that file. We'll say the app name is Empire App, change the name. And we'll say the debug is false. No spaces, right? Save this. We're done saving. Now, a pro tip here. Like I said, no spaces, and you don't want to use any quotes. Just as is, right? We'll run the app. So UVCon main. We say app -- reload. Right, it started. So let's see what our browser is saying. When you go to home in our browser. So in our browser, we see that The environment variables are what's put in your browser, not the initial settings you put, because those have been overridden. Those have been overridden in the app, right? By our environment variables. So your app can now read from .env and can easily switch configs depending on where it's deployed, right? Without .env, after hardcode API keys, you could break staging, you might accidentally commit secrets to GitHub, and you have to with a control config between the environments. So with the .env file and the base settings, you have a config that's safe, central, and dynamic, and you control the behavior of just one file, and it can ship like a real backend engineer. So for the recap, you now know how to use base settings for Pydantic settings. You can load config from .env files. You can access config anywhere in the FastAPI app, and you can keep secrets out of the source code. Next up, we'll have sheet 12. We have some surprises in store for you. So grab the full PDF and the working code at ElevateFast.dev. And remember, real devs don't hardcode secrets. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.